And we're live. So.
He did it!
Yeah. Hey, I managed to get this stuff working once in a while, so.
Attaboy. Okay, so now I gotta tag all my friends and their friends.
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Oh, I can see my face on there.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I do this? If I gotta push the button, just turn the volume down. Oh, Heather's already watching us. She's a creeper.
Oh.
I mean, hi, Heather.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, she's usually one of the first ones to jump on there, so.
I'm surprised
Well,
Roman
what can I
was
say?
second.
She loved you.
Roman, I wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised.
there
He
he is.
should be. Yeah. I was gonna say Roman shouldn't be far off, and pretty soon here we should see my wife joining in too. Her and Heather always have their wonderful little conversations in the chat. So.
Yeah, I think my wife is probably watching from across the hall too right now. So,
So for everybody who's joined us, thank you. I'm
Yay.
Grizz. We've got that way. There's Spartan,
You know it,
and
Roman.
then down underneath we've got Jester. So people's
I'm on the
everywhere.
Brady Bunch tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I should so do up a Brady Bunch intro for this some night. Just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
And in my corner is C. Montgomery Burns.
Oh,
And in my corner,
the creepy
I've
dummy.
got somebody watching my 6. I squish his head. I pinch his face. Anyways, this is a serious show.
bear.
Focus.
Hold on.
That's Frank.
I have stuff too.
No. No, he's got a co-host today.
Okay, so now,
7.5.
Yeah, he's got
Oh,
Q
nice.
Factor on his side now.
yeah, nobody's paying attention to us anymore.
No.
Heather
No.
never does when Spencer enters the camera.
Oh,
On his
So
side
where are you guys to? Yeah, nobody.
Calgary.
You're Calgary.
Yeah.
You're both in Calgary.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Whereabouts in Calgary?
I'm actually just on the outskirts of town, headed towards Cochrane.
Really? Okay, so you're down that way.
Yeah.
I'm just
And we're-
more towards Chestermere Lake, Pembroke Meadows area.
Oh, okay.
So I hear
Cool.
you were from Calgary vicinity before you
Yes, you were.
went out east.
Yes, I was. I know. Oh, we won't talk too much about it. Well, first I moved from Calgary to Edmonton. That was traitor enough.
Yeah.
No, I joined the military, moved around a bit, and then ended up down here on the East Coast. My wife, Amy, is from Halifax here herself. So her family's down here, so that's kind of where we gravitated to.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, my aunt and uncle still live in Calgary, and they actually live in the same house that my grandfather built. Hello, person in the background.
That's my wife.
Oh, did you just say just ignore her?
No, her name is Justine.
She's just a teen? My goodness, man, look at you go.
2 kids already.
Oh, somebody's sleeping on a couch tonight.
So, not me. So my my aunt and uncle moved back from Wales, and they still live in the house that my grandfather built back in 61, 62. Yeah, on the north end. So I went to school in Calgary, grew up a bit in Calgary, dated a girl in Calgary, wished that the Patricias had stayed in Calgary, and when they moved out and marched away, I knew that I was never going to be posted to Edmonton or to Calgary, so I was kind of like, yeah. So, but I love going back to Calgary, and when I actually retired in 2011 from the military, I went to Calgary for 5 days for sabbatical and kind of reset the mantra and the mindset to disengage from, being military to being a civvy again. And it was really cool to be back in that city and feel how amazing the West is again. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the prairies every day in my soul, but not in a I'm suffering way, but more in a I know where the promised land is.
I've been there. I want to go back eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. So So yeah, and that's where I started playing paintball was out west, and I'm looking forward to getting back there this summer to play again. 20 something years later.
Yeah, a little bird told me you were coming back out this way
Ooh.
and possibly
That's the
out towards
rumor.
Cochranish.
Well, that's what I'm hearing. There's some sort of event going on out there that is fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. I might be a general at Salem.
Oh, and somebody may have already put a bounty on your head.
Oh, it's okay. It's already done too. Ah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Oh, I know.
And I might be bringing some stuff with me for people to get their hands on because I know Heather's been wanting to get herself behind a SAR for a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just putting that out there.
Oh, Heather's not attending.
yeah.
Well, that
I'll
sucks for
borrow
her.
it.
Well, maybe I'll have to mail it out to her a little early so she can use it in a game or two because I know she's very eager to get her hands on one. I think she's more eager to get her hands on that than her husband sometimes, but he's cute too, so it's okay.
I think everybody wants to get their hands on a SAR.
Well, that's the cool
Grant, I'll
thing.
leave
But,
to Heather, but
yeah. Well, the other cool thing is that I've been doing some barrel testings with some things, and the M5 is pretty reliable as a DMR. Yeah. So, just throwing that out there. The M5, great platform, derp system, dynamic exostension retention platform.
that's not
You
what
know,
DERP stands for in my world.
what is it? I know, isn't it crazy what we've changed it to now?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's I'm looking forward to that and getting out there and seeing all you guys, this family that I've had on Facebook for years, and finally getting to touch and sniff you. I mean,
Oh, wow.
shake your hand and hug you.
It's paintball.
Yeah,
Either one works.
right?
Awkward touching, you know.
Lots of awkward touching.
Yeah.
30-second hugs, anything past 30 seconds, and it starts to get creepy. Anything past 5 minutes, and it's true love.
Oh, okay. Is that how that
Yeah,
works? Okay.
that's how hugs work, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me about yourselves, okay? What Grizz? Why are you called Grizz? Because
Um.
you don't look that grumpy or old,
Uh.
or is that a filter? Is there filters on this?
Maybe more for the grumpy part, but no, Grizz is just a nickname that I ended up picking up because when I get grumpy, I become a growly bear. So,
So
and
somebody gave that name to you.
yeah, the wife started calling me a grizzly bear. So,
Oh, the
yeah,
wife called you that.
yeah. So, but I left a team that I used to be with, and so I left the name that I had with them, and went to go start my own thing, and so
Okay.
change of name. So,
So you shedded off that skin
yep,
and
new
came out of
start.
your cocoon.
So,
Yep. Fresh start. High five.
yep. And yeah, the name's kind of just stuck around, and started
Okay.
using it as a gamer tag on video games and such, and et cetera, et cetera. It just carries over.
And you know what? That's how a name is supposed to be earned.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Just saying.
yeah,
It's not like we can all call ourselves the Duke.
we could, but it'd get very confusing very quickly.
And people would be like, no, you're not the Duke.
Yeah,
Yeah. Does anybody actually even call themselves the Duke?
I don't think anybody calls themselves the Duke since the Duke. So
Yeah. And he earned it.
yeah,
Yeah. What about you, Mr. Jeffery?
Well, I originally earned the nickname Dumbass as a young child.
Oh, great story. Moving on.
So I shook that off, and I started to play fearlessly, and I was always up at the fronts in big games or something like that. So my
Yeah.
editor, he's like, I want to call you Spartan, because I always had that mentality. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, up front.
Let's push.
I can
So that's
vouch.
how I earned that, and it's just kind of stuck.
Yeah. Well, since Predator's not here, let's shit talk him. How did he get his name?
He says that it's a nickname from his old team that he was running with. He claims it's because he's all sneaky and stuff and just shows up and yeah.
Oh, I thought it was because he had a little laser on his arm and he could turn invisible and stuff.
He's trying to make that
The
actually.
the
Is
laser
he?
thing is something he's working on actually. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's making
Invincibility.
himself a little shoulder cannon camera setup. It's actually kind of cool.
Okay. So really, he's more like the Donatello of the group, is he?
No.
Inventing stuff? No?
He would like to be, but apparently,
Okay.
according to the both of them, I'm the techie out of the group.
And
But you're more like the Michelangelo. Just laid back, doing your thing, getting grumpy when you don't get your pizza.
No, it's more towards the Raphael stage now. Mikey was
Oh,
when I
you're
was
just.
a kid.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So when did you, Jeffrey, start playing paintball?
religiously about 4 years ago, off and on, I'd say about 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was your first paintball experience? This is like a Sunday night sex show here. And what was your first interaction? When did you realize that you had a penis?
They got me bunkered, and ironically, one of them called me, and I reached for my pocket. As I reached for my pocket, they just peppered my hand. First experience.
And how did that make you feel?
I was a little angry, but I kept playing. I just shook it off.
Because now if you quit playing paintball, those guys win. You know that, right? Even all these years later.
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna let them win.
So there, screw them. You're going to never quit.
That's right.
Your hands could be shot off. Well, we won't say that far,
I'll find
but
a way to work my TGR. Don't you worry.
you run a TCR?
I run a TGR. I retired.
Oh, a TGR.
round 4.
Why'd you retire it?
It was just stopped working. Started falling apart. Needs new parts. So I'm like, hey, I can go buy another mark for now and then build it up later on, make a BMR or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Grizz, now that you're feeling a little left out here,
It's all good.
I'm going to
Watching
continue.
comments.
Oh, okay. Good. Somebody's got to, because I'm just inviting people to watch. So,
Hey, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
yeah. So, here's the next question,
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey. No, Jeffrey. Grizz, you're watching comments, buddy. You've got your job already. Just
I'm
lay
on
back. Okay? Make sure you got food, though, so you don't get grumpy.
No, I got water.
So, Jeffrey, yeah, that's not water. That's urine. Or both. So-
Arcada's one.
Jeffrey, how many games have you attended in your whole career so far?
Oh, I've lost count.
Good answer. So, and that's even with his shoes off, ladies and gentlemen. If he's lost count and he's got his toes and fingers exposed, that's a high number.
It really is. I had to use.
It is.
I started using Spencer's toes, but ran out of them too. So
Exactly.
Whatever works.
Now, so if you've been to that many, what are you able to say is one of your favorite, or not the favorite, but one of your favorite fields to play?
one of my favorites to go to would have to be Bright Creek Paintball. It's just a close course, it's a close field, multiple courses.
Okay.
They have a barbecue pit. You bring your own stuff, food barbecue. They have propane.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They're really customer orientated and gun owner orientated.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Elaborate on the last part.
Emma, she takes care of her gun owner, or her members or gun owners. Last Sunday of every month, she does a gun owner day, and anywhere from 85 to 150 people show up.
Really?
Yeah, there's big games all day. People branch off, do their own games. And at the
That's
end of
pretty
the day,
cool.
There's a raffle and free barbecue all day.
And that's for those that own their own gear.
And as a member, yes.
Yeah, and as a member. Okay, so
If
how much
you
does,
own your own gear, you could still go down.
but you have to be a member,
No.
which is smart because it gives you that feeling of ownership as a player. Like, this is my home field, legit. Nobody can say it's not because I paid my dues.
Yeah.
How much is the membership?
I think it's $2 something to start, and then 125 yearly to renew.
Okay, so your first year is a little bit higher, and then it's set differently after that. That's pretty cool, and that gets you into the games. What else does the membership give you?
Discounts on paint during gun owner days. Other than that, a discount on admission any other day.
Oh, okay. So it's definitely worth it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I can't even tell you how many times my membership is paid for itself.
Okay, because some places they charge a membership and you have to go like every day to get
Oh
even half your value back. But this doesn't sound like that's the issue.
no. Emma Carey doesn't make us go. She's like, come when you want.
Yeah.
Come on down.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, and she also runs. I'm having mic issues. You're very quiet. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, smarten up. You tell him, Justine.
She also runs.
Somebody's got to take care of him.
CPPL out of the Canadian Professional Paintball League. Speedball.
Speedball. Okay, so they do that there,
Yeah.
which is fun. I kind of miss my stretched poison ether.
I will admit I do dabble with Justine's Proto Rail once in a while, and it is addicting.
And you're willing to admit that openly?
Yeah, I dabble. I know.
Well, a friend of mine in Ontario, John Adams, he runs his Tipexes in Speedball.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he runs 2 pistols and plays Speedball with them. Some of his footage is outstanding. Just crazy stuff that he's done. And you guys should look him up if you're into MagFed and think that there's no place for MagFed in Speedball. Oh, and by the way, he's only got one eye. Just saying.
Wow.
And he's giving them a run for their money with just his 2 pistols. So, okay, now, Jeffrey, that we got your microphone fixed and Spencer seems to be enjoying his cuddles, let's move back to the Grizz. So, Grizz. Yes. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How tall are you?
6'3".
6'3". Yeah, I didn't know they stack shit that high.
I was waiting for it.
When did you hit puberty? Or are you thinking it's going to happen soon?
I'm pretty sure it has happened. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was probably about 22 years ago. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you, man.
Don't worry, you'll get there one day.
Oh, dude, I'm hoping. Because then I'll actually really be able to grow my beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you do when you're not playing paintball?
I work security in one of the local malls in Calgary here.
Deerfoot?
No.
Marlboro?
No.
Oh,
South
wow,
Center?
yes.
No, that's one I'm not going to say on the internet anyway. Nice try, though. But no, other than that, I sit around my house playing with my new puppy as of late. So.
Well, that's what you do for security at the mall? Is you sit around your house playing with your puppy? That is wicked.
No. That's what I do on my days off.
Oh, your days off. Okay, sorry.
I wish they'd let me bring the dog to work. I've tried.
Well, just put a tack vest on him and say he's a sniffer. And you're not lying. You didn't say what he was sniffing for. You're just saying he's a sniffer.
Yeah.
Right?
I hate to meander, but you brought up Marlboro Mall. So last summer, I don't know what this guy was on, but he took a TGR into a McDonald's in Marlboro Mall. It had no tank on the end, no mag. It was just the body. He just pulled it up.
Wicked.
Yeah, that's Marlboro Mall for you.
If that's not product placement right there. TGR sales must have gone through the roof at that point. Well, let's now that we've meandered off a little bit, because I do want to talk to Grizz seriously though first for a second there, Jeffrey.
Uh-oh.
So just dial it back, okay?
All right.
So Grizz, how long have you been playing paintball? Because Jeffrey's only been playing for 6 years, since he was 12. So tell us your backstory.
Yeah, I started playing about 22 years ago. So I've been playing since I was 13.
So as soon as puberty hit, you were on the field?
Pretty much, yeah. It was a really good summer.
I saw your first boob. You got to play paintball. What else could you 13-year-old want?
Exactly.
Wow, your voice really went up on that one. Is it my filter, or are you turning really red right now?
No, I blush easy.
Oh, okay.
So
what was your first event you went to as a 13-year-old? Was it a birthday party or an open day at the field?
actually, it was just me and a couple of friends of mine decided, hey, let's go check out this new field that just opened up and go see what all the.
And the name?
It was Cooley Runners Paintball down in Lethbridge. I'm not sure if he's even still up and running or not anymore.
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
I may have crossed that field
Yeah.
in my day because I went to U of L.
Which one of his fields did you go to?
I'm not sure
Because he had the one
because
out by Kip, and
yeah.
then he ended up having to move it and ended up just out towards the airport, so
Oh,
just
okay.
south of Lethbridge.
I'd have to look at a map to know better because I was horrible with names, but great with faces. Still am, still was. What? So, anyways, but that's really cool. Like this connection.
Yeah, it's Alberta for you.
Yeah.
Just whatever. It's Alberta. It's nothing
It's
magical
southern
or
Alberta.
special
Everybody
whatsoever.
knows everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, no,
Oh
me
wow, I'm
and
like,
a bunch of buddies decided, hey, let's go try playing paintball. So we got a group of our friends together and just went out and started shooting each other.
and did you continue playing immediately after that, or did you take like a little hiatus?
I started playing on and off because I was just using rental guns at that stage.
Yeah,
And then
pre '98.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, all I remember is that it was some kind of a pump gun. I couldn't even tell you what it was.
a Phantom and Tracer or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, they all had cool
Yeah,
names back then.
or it
Um,
was the '98 pump, something cool. So you now, when did you make the switch to the MagFed?
Actually, just last summer I started playing MagFed. Uh, Before that, I was playing limited ammo with a 50
Okay.
round tac cap on my
Yep.
my Phenom. So
Of course, X7. Of course, you would have that. They're great. They're great. I didn't like it when they switched and took off the cocking handle.
mm,
That I didn't like that. I don't like the ones after that. I like the original first run,
okay,
and yeah, which is weird. I know. I admit it's weird. It's odd. It is totally odd. And Jeffrey's over there judging me, and I'm fine with that.
I don't judge.
He wasn't even paying attention.
Jeff
Being
judges
fun.
everybody, so it's okay.
True.
Yeah, but he's short, so it's okay. So you got into the MagFed
Yep.
because you were in limited ammo, and you liked the limited ammo, obviously, because you went and tried the MagFed. So what aspects do you find different from limited ammo to the MagFed that would kind of hinder other people from changing over that they might need to be aware of?
Uh, Actually, I didn't find there being too much of a big jump because going from, you know, before I went limited ammo, I was playing more speedball style. So going
Okay.
from, the full hopper down to just the 50 round tac cap,
Yeah.
I found you have to pick your shots more than no spray and pray.
Yeah,
So,
there you go. I was waiting for that.
yeah,
Spray
and
and
so you
pray.
make that change, and then going from 50 to 20, it's just you got to be that much more careful of the
More
shots you
accurate and
take.
consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to say, definitely while we're all together right now, is that in Alberta, we can honestly say that hoppers are for grain.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. Yep.
Uh.
Ah,
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so now we know about Grizz and we know about Jeffrey.
Now let's learn about
Now,
Jester.
yeah, let's learn about you.
what is there to learn?
Well, how long ago
I'm
did
a
you get into this? Like you and I have only really talked, in on Facebook and stuff. We haven't had a chance to sit down and visit.
No?
no, we haven't, have we?
No. Everybody else
So
seems to know you. I, didn't get to meet you face to face.
look into my eyes and tell me what you want to know.
I already asked how long you've been playing.
Oh, that was a serious question. Well, I started. Oh, geez. So I was at U of L in '97. So 92, 93?
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, that's a long time ago. Um, that's as old as Jeffrey is, isn't it?
No, I was born in '86.
What are you turning? 86?
I was born in '86.
You were born in '86, so yeah, it's almost older than you.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, so what happened was when I really got into the paintball, the birthday parties and stuff like that, and it was fun, and we didn't really understand that it was something that you could just keep going to, and do walk-ons and whatnot. And then we heard of a field having a big game, loaded up in force, showed up, a bunch of friends and everything, and we played, thought it was the greatest thing in the world, went home. Walmart was just opening up in Medicine Hat at the time, and we went in and bought slingshots and Zap paint, the really, really bad stuff, which is like 100% oil and chemicals and death. And we ran around shooting each other with the slingshots and the paint, 200 rounds for $12 or whatever. And it was the middle of winter, so it looked really cool. And then I joined the Army, and there was, the parties of playing paintball with each other, and then we incorporated it into some of our training and whatnot. And
Very cool.
In the shacks, we used to run around shooting each other because somebody would, start it off. And most of our paintball games were in the shacks. But we were good about it because, Friday night we'd destroy the shack shooting each other or painting somebody's door. And then by the next morning it was all cleaned up and not an issue, right? So that's my paintball background going through the military. And then towards the end of my career, before I got medically released, I was in a position of instructing at the school and down at 2RCR, and I found that the military actually had their own paintball gear that had been purchased through, parties or children's events. So I ran a kids Christmas event and had access to all the gear and started doing it more and more with my troops. And then when I got out, it was something that just kind of called to me, the tactical shooting and the airsoft and everything, because I don't know if I can say this on the air, but I also play airsoft, and it was just
We'll
something.
try not to hold it against you.
Right? It was just something that feels right. Yeah, I've been able to do a lot of cool things and meet a lot of cool people through it. So to me, I'm going to keep doing paintball until I'm too broken to do it, and then I'll find something else to do with inside the industry. I know I went deep on the end on that one, but it is what it is.
It happens.
Yeah.
Grizz is like, man, I ask him one simple question and he takes it so far.
I'm all right with this.
Okay.
So, how did the Jester's Tactical get started, or is that more or less it right there?
Okay, so Jester's Tactical, that's a very specific question, so I'll give you a specific answer. 19 years ago, I was overseas for the first time, and one of my friends, he was killed overseas later on, unfortunately. The guys used to goof around, and they'd say that I always had a good attitude no matter what the fuck, pardon my language, no matter what funny stuff was going on around me.
Yeah.
And it just kind of stuck that I was like a jester. And I actually went out, and at the end of the tour, I got the tattoo that I've worn for the last 20 or 19 years. Yeah, so my logo actually comes from my tattoo. So when I opened up my own field, what happened was a lot of my friends, when I got out in the military, when you retire, there's not a lot of opportunities for you to gather, get together, the camaraderie. You're just kind of gone, right?
Yeah.
So I found a private field that a gentleman was letting me use, took my kids out paintballing there and had a good time. And I was like, you know what? I should invite some of my friends to do this because it's so much fun. So I started buying up 98s and stuff on Kijiji and whatnot, and masks, and just stockpiling stuff. So that way I would always have gear if my friends didn't. And it's easier to invite people out to play if you have the gear already, right? Mm-hmm. So I'd go to Canadian Tire and buy the cheap paint or whatever. And I did this for a couple of years. inviting people out to play, hosted a couple little gathering events to raise money for Soldier On. And I went to a field and said, in the local field there in Fredericton, because I was posting Gage Town when I retired, I said I'd like to host a charity event to raise money for the veterans and to, get more people to your field, because all he was doing was walk-ons and the birthday parties, and it wasn't really a big thing at the time. And well, it was big, but his business model was different. So he told me it was going to cost me $300 to rent the field and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I'm bringing everybody to you. I just want them to, have a donation jar at this game, and I'll do all the work. And he's like, no, you have to pay this. You got to do this, this, and this. And I'm like, I'm not digging this, because you're basically saying that you're going to support me in doing a fundraiser, but you're just going to raise your paint prices by $5 a bag, and that $5 goes to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So first off, I was realized that they were just in it for the money. I'm like, okay, that's cool. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. So then I went away from that going, no, I can do better. There's something that I can do better with. So I looked into it, and I went and bought 45 acres of land, and that's where Jester's Tactical officially started, was with the 45 acres of land, because I'd been doing the instruction of the real steel and everything, and private investigator and private contractor and blah 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 blah, all that fun silly stuff you do when you think you're invincible still. And I figured, I can do more by having my own center, and I have a big coaching background from the military and from biathlon, so I incorporated all those aspects with my military stuff and said, here's my product. Me, I'm the product.
Very cool.
I may not be a good product, but I'm the product, right? So
it's all in the package.
Yeah, you can see down there. So I was trying to figure out what to name our facility and what we were doing, and it was driving me nuts. So I'm in the shower and I'm washing my hair, and I sneezed, and I saw my shoulder, and I'm like, how can I pay homage to what I'm trying to do and to my friends by using the name that they gave me, right? So it's a bit of a play on the military background and my friends and everything. And I still do the outreach with the veterans and the games and everything. And, some guys show up, they play with each other, have a good time, and they decide that they're going to go work on cars every Saturday instead together. Or they're going to go learn guitars or whatever. Or other ones are like, I'm playing every Saturday. I don't care. This is awesome. I'm going to bigger games, and that's what it's about. It's not about getting them into paintball. It was about connecting them in that community again, giving them a sense of, hey, I'm still valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the core essence of Jesters. I still hire veterans when they're transitioning and show them how to run their business and do things and mentor that way. And that's our goal. Yeah. So what was the question?
That was awesome.
Yeah. That was, yeah.
Mad respect, man.
Yeah.
Nah. Don't worry about it. It's just a fat guy on Facebook. Well, I do have to give a shout out to Jester's Militia now that you guys are all serious and stuff now. Jester's Militia is a group run by a friend of mine, Mike Coley, who is a former firefighter with PTSD. And it's a group of players to help support other players or other people in the community that have mental health issues. We're working on becoming a nonprofit organization. So we're doing our little fundraisers and whatnot to earn that money, because we don't want anybody else to just pay for it. And I don't want anybody else to pay for it out of their pocket. So we've put that under the Jesters umbrella, and we have coins and things that we sell to raise the money and the outreach and whatnot. And it's pretty cool. We've done some cool project and helped some people in need that other systems have failed or not been able to step into. Yeah. So Jester's Militia, woo woo.
That is awesome.
Yeah. That really is.
I think that is the longest answer we have gotten on any of our episodes for any question we've asked before.
Well, I've always been known for being long.
Winded.
That's a bump. Yeah, buddy. I like you, Chris. I like you more than Jeffrey likes you. Jeffrey really doesn't like you. He told me beforehand, but I like you.
He tells me that too, but I still let him be on the show.
Yeah.
Right? It's that special kid that your mom makes you play with at lunchtime sometimes
Yeah.
in the
Me or
neighborhood.
him. Just say
Yes.
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 um, would it be possible for you to toss some links up for your Jester's militia and
Yeah, I'm curious.
yeah, like there's people in the comments asking for links to all the wonderful stuff you were just talking about there. So
Yes, please.
How do I do that?
I don't know. You just have to open up the video on Facebook.
Okay, hold on, hold
I thought
on.
you were a Facebook guy. You should know how to do this stuff.
I'm the fat guy on the Facebook. I'm not the fat guy who knows Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I just said hello to everybody. Okay, that worked. Okay. Oh, I can see Heather's talking a lot. Heather never stops talking. I kid. Okay, Heather. Kisses. Okay, let's see if I can figure this
I
out.
foresee death with a bow.
Right?
Oh, short
Uh,
Reaper on SAS, he has one, and we put a first strike in it. Didn't find a shred of the first strike.
oh, no, of course not.
No, I just meant the bow in Heather's hair, but you know.
Oh,
Oh, that.
the new air bow,
Yep.
but her bow too. Yeah.
Yeah, Heather's just trouble.
Yeah.
Heather is trouble. Okay, I'm still trying to figure this out. Maybe if I go to... Oh, you guys, this is going to be like... Oh, shh.
I see you found us.
Yeah, I founded you. Shh. Does it smell like chloroform? Shh. Okay, so you guys want Jester's Militia.
Yes, please.
Okay, so if I tag you guys in it, maybe that will work.
Yeah, fingers
If
crossed.
I do yeah. Well, actually, here, I'm going to walk everybody through it. This is going to suck because they're going to leave the show as I walk them through it and then have to come back. Okay, so you go into your search bar on Facebook and you type in Jesters. Not Jeters. No, stop. Jesters. Oh, my goodness.
Spelling counts.
Jesters. Right? Militia. Militia. Okay. Don't do anything yet. Don't leave yet. Wait till I finish the lesson. Okay. Why do I not like my own Jester's Militia? Facebook. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the share button. So after you've done the search and you click on Jester's Militia, it's going to bring you to the page. And once it's done loading up,
Hey Roman, I'm purging some of my gear this week. Get ready for next weekend, so I'll do a mag count and get back to you.
is there somebody else here?
No, I think he's talking to the people in the chat there.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you entertain them. Okay. Okay. Sports team. Add a button. Oh, we have some work to do on here. Mike, if you're watching, we need to do some work on this page. Edit page.
Is that part?
Okay.
Is that
What?
part of the tutorial here? We have to edit your page for you?
Apparently, I don't know. Oh, everything's timed out now. What the heck? Okay, so go to your search bar. This angle makes me look tired. Or is it just the light or lack of light? Anyways, focus, Nate. Go to Jester's Militia in your search bar, and you're going to see the Jester's face. That's actually the logo from our coin. Pretty cool, eh?
I like it.
Okay, so everybody take the next 5 seconds, do this in your search bar, and come right back. Go!
Open another window, people.
Yeah. Do what he said. Okay, and I'm going to be watching to see if there's more likes on this.
Well, I already put mine on there, so.
Did you?
Yep.
Oh. I guess. I can hear myself. Is there burnt toast? Oh, you got it playing in the background.
I think that's Justine, actually. Do you have your sound on?
Yeah.
Can you turn it down just a smidge?
Oh, Serena just told me it is the light.
Yo.
Oh, there we go. Is that better? Can you see me now?
A little bit.
A little bit?
I
Actually,
don't
you
know
know
if
what?
it's better, but I can see you.
You're lucky I'm not wearing pants, or I'd stand up. I'm just saying. What? What's not a clown? It's not a clown, so
It's a
it's
jester, not a clown, because
yeah,
it's
it's
the
not a
skull.
clown.
I'm guessing Heather
Yes.
doesn't like clowns, which I'm really quite happy to know that.
Oh yeah, she's a great,
Well, here's a fun story. So our classic logo is really scary, apparently, and I had it on a shirt, and I was at an expo a couple months ago, and my friend Dave Andrews, who works at Milsig Direct, is petrified of clowns. Okay, so I make him do a lot of stuff with my logo. So anyways, I'm standing there talking to him all day, and on my chest is the big Jester skull. Okay, so he's a little shorter than I am. So all day, all he can see when he looks at me is the skull. All day. It was amazing. It was so much fun.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. It was fun. Now here's a
Hi,
question for you
Predator.
guys. Oh, Predator's around? Oh,
He's in the chats.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, the
So
reason he's not joining us on camera is somebody was trying to light the yard on fire. So,
His neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
I think it was a barbecue gone
Yeah.
awry.
oh, okay.
a long barbecue gone wrong.
How else are you gonna start your Friday off, right?
Right?
So, anyway, sorry. Jester shirt,
What?
something. I don't know. You're talking about messing with some guy with your logo.
You're just a shirt.
Yeah, we finished that whole story.
Oh, wow.
Where were you?
Apparently reading comments.
Wow. Well, there's one thing I want to talk about, and that is our charity patches. That and this is not a boastfulness or anything. This is more of a thank you to the community, because we've done a couple runs of patches. I don't know if anybody's seen the newer one, like this is the blackout one. I don't know.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, so everybody's seen that with the nods on him. He's all blacked out. We've done 2 runs of this. One was in color with the purples and stuff. Oh, wait, there we can see it now. Okay. Oh, my lights. Okay, so wait, how now? Can you see it now? Can you hear me? What the heck is wrong with this thing? Just stop doing that. So, anyways,
Gotta love the high-end equipment.
there, now it's working.
Don't move.
I know. I didn't have time to set up my good camera. I apologize. My makeup's off too. So anyways, we did 2 runs of these patches. They were limited to 100 pieces each. And the first one sold out in 3 hours, which blew me away because everybody, like it's a charity patch. It was put out there as a charity patch and all the funds went to Soldier On, which is a program that directly helps serving and retired members stay active. Okay. And why that's important is because if you're not being active, you're shutting down, you're staying home, you're playing video games, you're withdrawing from life. This helps with memberships to gyms. It helps with kayaking adventures. It keeps the soldiers alive by keeping them busy. And that's very, very important. And, having lost another friend this week, it sucks. So this is a public thank you to everyone for selling those buying those patches out in the first 3 hours. And then we did the blackout run, and this is what really blew me away and showed me the power of our community. Sold out in under 2 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that just blew me away, and that was worldwide, like just worldwide gone. And we just lost Jeffrey.
But I'm here.
No, he's there. He
Oh,
just
is he?
sits
Okay.
very, very still, so it looks like he froze.
Oh, okay. So that really blew me away. And when we get the next ones up, I'd like to see them go in an hour, because then I know that people are buying them. But it's not it makes me want to keep doing more and more of them, because 1, people like them, and 2, the money is all going to that fantastic charity. So
That's awesome.
I've got a couple other patches. Like we just came up with the Jester Follow Me patch, which I want Jesters to be like our brand is a beacon for mental health awareness and for strength, willpower, integrity, and ferocity. So actually more integrity and willpower and ferocity than anything else, because that's what gets you through life. That's what helps you fight through any problems and darknesses. And we've got the Follow Me patch, which is a cat's eye that you can wear on the back of your rigs that will glow super freaking bright because of the glow material on it.
Those are the
And
ones
it's
you
for
had on your page there.
Yes.
I saw the video. That was really cool.
Yeah, it's really neat, eh? And there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, well, it's so bright and, the enemy's going to see where you are and blah, 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 blah. And I know everything because I sit behind a computer and I played this game for 6 or 7 years. Well, listen, asshats, this is the actual patch that is worn by service members. And okay, and you can see the glow area here and the glow area here and the high vis reflective and the MVG reactive corners. My Follow Me patch is this and this size, okay, of glow in the middle, okay? So all you people that don't understand what a cat's eye is, this is what's worn by our fighters, okay, in battle to identify themselves. So the Follow Me patch is to give that banner cause to people to say, hey, I recognize that grinning goofy skull, which is what they used to call me. No, I'm just kidding. And I can follow it because that's somebody that's on my team. It's on your back, and it comes in multiple different cam colors that you can order. And that's the intent of it is because when you see this on the battlefield and in real life, okay, not when I say real life, when you know what I mean, right?
Yep.
Because paintball and airsoft is LARPing, and I love it.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but when you're in a battle space and you see this, it's somebody that's on your side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's the idea, and we wanted to deliver it in many colors because it's not a limited run. It's something that you can buy all the time. That it's out there. And you can wear it in multicam tropic, multicam black, multicam, like whatever's available for camouflages through Patch Panel, you can order it from them. So it's basically a drop-down menu and select Jester Follow Me and then the camo that you want to run with.
Awesome.
Yeah.
When are those ones going to be available?
They should be releasing either Monday or Tuesday.
So right away.
Yeah, right away. And the other one that's coming out with that as well is our Division patch. So it's a red diamond division patch, for the military. It's got the Jester skull in the middle, and it says U.S. and Canada. Now, my grandfather was affiliated with the Devil's Brigade. I was a member of the Princess Patricia Canadian Light Infantry, which was, a unit that supplied troops to the Devil's Brigade. And for those that don't know, the Devil's Brigade was the first Canadian U.S. Special Forces group, okay, a joint unit. There was guys from the States and guys from Canada put together. Really cool movie out there if you want to watch it. It is really cool. Yeah, definitely look it up. So that's what this patch pays homage to, is to the Devil's Brigade and that joint U.S.-Canada kick-ass function. And if you don't believe the Devil's Brigade was kick-ass, they actually took a whole village, okay, like an Italian village there, without firing a single shot. Took out all the Germans, went in sneaky peeky, and maybe not as loud, but they had their own sound effects. So with that said and done, that's actually releasing next week as well, and that's a red one because this is a banner to unite under. I don't care if you're SAS or if you're an assassin or whatever. This is something that is above that. This is you're part of a kick-ass culture and history, and it's kind of cool.
It is.
I think it's cool. I'll agree with that.
Is it a limited
Well,
run, or-
as long as you, Grizz, agree with it, then we know it's legit.
You really don't know me.
You don't know him at all.
I'm normally the last guy to find out, so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So once it gets to you, it's past everybody else, and it's got to be legit because somebody would have stopped it before then, right?
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. So with my patches, the last thing I want to say about patches is when I go to games, I like to give out patches, and the reason I'm so passionate about patches is we would finish exercises or tours or whatever, and we'd literally be taking stuff off our uniforms to exchange with other countries and other soldiers, as a tangible, like, hey, this is the Australian unit I worked with, or this is the American unit I ran with or was around. So when I take my patches and I see these out in the wild, it's like, yes, that's a tangible emotional connection we have to each other. And if you look over this shoulder, I have a patch wall full of different stories, and that's what it is. It's a wall of stories.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So up your patch game.
Yep. Heather's got a question for you. She's asking
Oh.
the diamond patches that you were just talking about. Are they for anybody or just those that have served?
No, anybody. It's for anybody. It's to pay homage to, and that's why we didn't go with the classic arrowhead symbol. Is it's to pay homage and respect without dabbling in that same thing. Because we've had people claim to be Navy SEALs or Green Berets or JTF or even Army when they're Air Force. It's ridiculous, that stolen valor and integrity. So that's why I went with this. Is like, okay, this is Jester's division. This is people that know and understand that this is for shits and grins. It's not that, and we're paying homage to those that have come before us to allow us to be here today to do this cool shit. Does that answer your question, Heather?
Is it?
Now we have to wait like 30 seconds to get the answer, don't we?
Yeah, you gotta love that wonderful delay.
Heather's not delayed. She's just attentive with what she puts out there.
Okay, not what I was going for, but you do.
Oh,
you.
sorry. Yeah, they're for everybody. Like all my Jester stuff is not for only those that have served, because I want to bring awareness from both sides, from the civilian side to the military side, the military side to the civilian side of understanding. Because when you understand the opposing aspect of your culture, you're more well-rounded and more accepting of what's going on and what needs to happen. We look at countries that have conscription and mandatory service. Their military is not more functional. Well, to a degree more functional, because everyday people are aware of the struggle and the lifestyle that those people have to live. Like when you look at the military, when I had troops that I had to post out west, and I was so jealous that I had to post them out west, I had to ensure that their family was going to be secure, that their wife was going to be able to find a job. I had to think about those things when I said, okay, I need to post somebody. I couldn't just look at one of the guys and say, you randomly. I had to look at what their career aspirations were, what their family size was, and was it going to financially break them to move? Like, does the wife have or the partner, we'll keep this politically correct, does the non-member partner have, well, hey, dude, no, seriously, I've served with all types, and I judge nobody. If their partner has a job that would make $80,000, $90,000 a year working at a bank or something, do I really want to get them posted out west where they're going to lose that job and the family's going to drop down to a $45,000 a year, one single paycheck? Like, you know what I mean? So those things. So when you have a country that understands that, then when people get posted, they can say, okay, well, there's a program now from this company to this company to intermix, or childcare is more available because now everybody understands that, hey, you've got kids, and the daycare can't just be like, you have to be here at 5:30. You know what I mean? Like there's a different demand on soldiers and military members than there is on the average day-to-day job out there. And that's what we're trying to do, is bring the two parties together a bit.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Did that answer the question for Heather? I didn't see the comments.
Yep, she's saying that that was a perfect answer. She just wanted to make sure she wasn't purchasing something meant for somebody that's earned it through military service.
Oh, so. No. This is way different. Like, this is a challenge coin that only service members can have that served in the Royal Canadian Regiment. This is a coin from Milsig for their 10th anniversary that was only available on the fields from Milsig, from Evan Henshaw himself. And, both are coins, both are challenge coins. If I show this one and you don't have yours, you owe me a beer. If I show you this one and you don't have yours, then you owe me a beer. If I show you this one and you have this one, then I owe you a beer. You know what I mean? Like, If I challenge you to see what coin you carry and you have a coin on you, then I buy the beers. But if I challenge you and you don't have the coin, then you buy the beverages that make us giggle.
Works for me.
Yeah, and patches are totally different than that. Like, I had somebody send me a picture and like, oh, do you know what this patch is? I'm like, yeah, it looks like a Special Forces Canadian patch or whatever. And they're like, yeah, this team's wearing them. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I said to the team, I said, why are you guys wearing it? And they're like, well, we talked to this general or this colonel and he said we could wear it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, right on. But everybody else on Facebook had lost their minds and didn't get to the proof and the detail. And I'm like, guys, you have to wait before you launch.
Yeah.
You can't just go off, you know? So anyways, now that we've answered Heather's question, I guess there's nothing left to do tonight, is there?
Well, kick back and talk about coins, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, coins.
Yeah,
I got one that's like this big.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my coworkers, actually, he's a supervisor. He's former U.S. Marine, and he was telling me about some of the coins he's got, and yeah.
And it's like patches. You can you earn them and you get them from commanders, the commanders challenge coins, or you get them from working with other units. The same thing as this patch is just a little bit different. Yeah.
I know the one coin he was telling me about, I believe he said he got it from some like super high ranking general kind of guy just for showing some hustle out on a training field one day. And
Yep.
He says that's always a good one to have with him when he's going out and stuff.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Because then it becomes a whose coin is more prevalent or worth more star points.
Yeah.
So
I know Predator had the idea of coming up with some Western Canada paintball.
That's
coins.
awesome.
So we're still trying to work that idea out and see how.
Well, I have a coin guy.
You have a.
I do have a. Oh, yeah.
We may need to talk.
Oh, I'm sure we can figure something out. I also have a patch guy if you guys are looking to get patches. Just putting that out there.
What about a banner guy? Whoa.
Uh-oh.
We're looking for banners.
What's that mean?
I have a feeling that Jester knows a guy who knows a guy.
Ah.
Oh.
Awesome. But we are coming up on the 1 hour mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I haven't thrown up the supported by page yet, so I suppose I should probably get that up there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Huge shout out to Tier 1 Armament and Armadillo, and of course Jester's Tactical. So,
Oh, yeah.
so for anybody wondering what that patch looked like that nobody could see because it kept going dark.
Oh. Well, because it is a dark patch too.
Yeah, but it's right there on the screen now. So
nice.
That diamond patch.
Yeah, you guys are doing good stuff, and I want you to keep doing it. That's for sure.
Awesome. Well, and thanks again for supporting us. It means a lot having somebody who is a bigger name in the industry saying that.
Who's that?
Oh.
You.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I said, you're kind of the guy who knows a guy. So. But no, thanks for letting us kind of put your name on this and show that we actually have a little bit of street cred when it comes to knowing what we're talking about. So.
Oh yeah, like Predator and I, we go way back, at least 2 weeks.
I'm sorry.
So. No, I'm super happy to support what's going on in my home province and my home city. There, you guys are doing a great job, and I look forward to supporting it more. And Heather, you got to leave these guys alone and stop being so hard on them. And I will get a SAR and some stuff out there to you guys, and I look forward to getting out to shooting for a cause.
Yes.
And
Cannot wait.
putting Jeffrey in his place.
Oh, you think so? Oh, I don't think so.
Just saying.
No, I don't think
So, yeah. That's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm going to bite my tongue on this one.
Well, so just for those who are watching and joining us, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and players of all caliber, this has been a wicked show that I've attended, and I've enjoyed chatting with these gentlemen and totally look forward to running and gunning with them soon. And if you don't pay attention to this show more often, then you're definitely missing out on an opportunity to hang out with some very intelligent, not you, Jeffrey, people that know what they're talking about and just want to have a good time.
What show were you just on?
Yeah, really.
I know, right?
Here, I thought you were stuck around talking to us.
Right. So, anyways, how do we end this thing now? Do you have a self-destruct button or anything, or what?
More or less, just
What
say
happens?
thanks and have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Do we just keep waving?
Yeah, go for it.